Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in this video we are going to discuss the complete syllabus for your TCS NQT and what should be your best preparation strategy with some tips and tricks and some tips from the previous NQT so that you don't make the same mistakes, because you know guys, like a lot of times this happens that you prepare in the best possible way, but due to some end moment problems in the examination you do not score well. So if you know the problems that are going to happen in your exam, you can prepare or be ready beforehand only, right? So let's now start with the video. Okay, before that, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, because I'm going to start a complete playlist on TCS NQT with actual paper from the last years and very many practice questions I'm going to provide you on daily basis. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the important notification for any of the videos. Let's start with the eligibility criteria. Okay, so first of all, let's see the criteria. What is the criteria? Okay, let's quickly see that. So passing which passing year is current passing out batch is eligible as of now, they have mentioned. And right now the applications are not yet opened, but very soon it is going to be opened. I will post it on my channel, so as soon as it is open, make sure that you apply for it. For now the notification is out that the exam is going to be there soon. Okay, next is your educational qualifications. So candidate should have completed a full-time graduation in any of the disciplines like BE, BTech, ME, MTech, MSc or MCA from an accredited university, which means from a known university. Basically all the colleges are eligible for it, and since this is an off-campus drive, so you all can apply for it. Eligible branches are all engineering branches are eligible. Age restrictions, no upper age limited for taking the TCS NQT exam, so no age restriction as such. Academic requirements, class 10th you should have 60% or above. All subjects should be taken consideration at the time of calculation. And then we have class 12th, you should have 60% or above same, and college graduation 60% or above or 6.5 CGPA. Backlogs, so candidate should not have more than one active backlog, okay, at the time of TCS NQT exam. A maximum of 2 years of academic gap is allowed. Okay, so if you have like 2 years of academic gap, maximum of that is allowed. Let's now check the job roles and the salary package that you will get after attempting the TCS NQT or from the TCS NQT exam. The first one is your ninja profile, for which you will get 3.3 LPA, and for postgraduates you will get 3.5 LPA. For digital, if you have done undergraduation, you will get 7 LPA. If you have done post graduation, you will get 7.3 LPA. From for prime profile you will get 9 LPA, and for post graduations you will get 11.5 LPA. So guys, you can see that with one single exam there are 3 different profiles for which they hire: ninja, digital and prime, and based on your performance I would say you get a good profile. So I would highly recommend you that prepare the best possible way, because you see just by one exam can save your like 3 to 4 years. Okay, and the salary that you will get after 4 years, after increments and all, you will start your career with that salary, right? So it is a very big opportunity that you have. So prepare in the best possible way. Okay, I will also start like posting the preparation videos, you can watch that also, so you will have the best preparation. Let's see the hiring workflow. So see, in the examination you will have different sections. First of all, you will have foundation section, then you will have advanced section. We are going to discuss in detail what is going to come in foundation section, what is going to come in advanced section. Once you do this foundation and advanced section, you will have your interview rounds, in which you will have your different interviews like technical interview, MR interview, which is managerial round, and then your HR round. Okay, let's now move forward. So let's see the details about your foundation section. So as I told you, right, there is a foundation section, which is your first section, in which what is the syllabus. Let's discuss that first of all. So you will have numerical ability, for which you will have 25 minutes and you will have 20 questions. Logical reasoning, 25 minutes and 20 questions. And then verbal ability, for which you will have 25 minutes and 25 questions. So the total questions will be 65 questions. You will be allocated a time of 75 minutes. Sectional cutoff is also there. Clearing this round is mandatory to get the interview call. Okay, don't think that if you don't clear this round then also we can get selected, because your interviews will happen based on the performance of this round only. Okay, so small note that many students didn't realize last time that they could switch between the sections in the foundation part, okay, resulting in wasted time. To maximize the efficiency, it is best to begin with the section where you feel most confident and then move to others. Basically what happened is last time students was not aware that you can even switch between numerical ability to logical reasoning to verbal ability, okay, intermediate amongst the sections. So they thought that okay, first we will complete numerical ability, then only we will move on to the next one. But the tip here is that For example, if you feel that you are very comfortable and good with verbal ability, then the suggestion is that you should start with verbal ability first, because your main goal is to score marks, right? So try to score as much marks as possible, because at the end maybe sometimes it happens that you might be very good with verbal ability, but you don't even have sufficient time because you wasted a lot of time in numerical ability. So you have to pre-think about all of this, that which part I am good at and which I have to attempt firstly, okay, and then which should I take it at next level, okay. Let's see the next part, which is your TCS NQT advanced section. So after your foundation section, you will have advanced section. So what is the syllabus of that? So in advanced section, you will have quantitative aptitude. So this is advanced level of quantitative aptitude, and then you will have reasoning ability. Okay. So for this, you will get 25 minutes, and your total questions is going to be 15. And for advanced coding, there will be coding in this round, and you will have 90 minutes, and you will have 2 coding questions. So in this section, there are 17 questions with 15 MCQs and 2 coding questions. Time duration that will be allotted is 115 minutes, and sectional cutoff is also there. So advanced coding questions, like this section consists of 2 programming questions. You can code on C, C++, Java, Python, Perl, any language. The coding section has 2 questions. First was of medium level, which is 20 to 25 minutes are provided for that, and second question was of difficult level, which is 30 to 35 minutes are provided for that. Both coding questions have a separate timer, and both round and 1, 2 will be conducted on the same day. TCS NQT will be conducted in ION centers. And also guys, you will also have 1 coding question in your foundation section also. Let's see the next round, which is going to be your interview round. So each role has a specific cutoff score. If you meet the cutoff for the particular role, you will receive an interview call for that position. The cutoff are as of below, okay. For example, for Ninja, if you have completed the foundation section, you can easily get Ninja profile. If you clear your foundation section and then advanced aptitude section, and then 1 coding question, then you can get the call for your digital profile. And then you have prime, for which if you clear foundation, advanced aptitude and 2 coding questions, then you will get calls for your prime position, okay. So TCS digital and prime interview duration is around 60 to 70 minutes. Sometimes it can even extend up to 90 minutes. It depends on the interviewer to interviewer, okay. Next is your TCS Ninja interview duration. It is going to be 20 to 30 minutes, and there are 3 rounds in the interview. They are technical, MR stands for managerial round, and HR round, okay. Now it can happen that all the 3 rounds will happen in one go for you, okay, like all the 3 interviewers will be there, technical, MR and HR, they will happen in one go. Or it can happen that these 3 interviews will happen in 2 goes, okay, like first will be your TR and MR, and second will be your HR. But that is very rarely. Mostly all the interviews happens within one single attempt only, which is like in one duration, either 30 minutes all 3 will be there, or 90 minutes all 3 will be only there, okay. Now let's see the syllabus for your foundation, and then we will see the syllabus of your advanced section. So for foundation, we have the first syllabus is numerical ability. In numerical ability, these are the topics, okay. I'm not reading it out. You can take the screenshot, pause this screen, and look at it. These are basically all the topics which we have generally in numerical ability. I'm also going to post videos related to these topics so that you can prepare in the best possible way. And the best part about the videos that I will post is within one video you will get to learn like 8 to 9 topics, concepts and formulas, so that you don't have to prepare one by one. And I would highly suggest you don't do your preparation in this way, that I will complete one topic first, like statistics and percentage, and then I will move on to the next topics, because these are very wide topics. You cannot cover all the topics in one go, and thoroughly, like fully, you cannot cover, okay. So you have to simultaneously practice all the topics. Let's see the next one, which is your TCS NQT reasoning foundation section. So in reasoning, what is the syllabus for your foundation section? You will have decoding, cuts, unfolds, okay, attention to detail. So I will also post videos related to preparation of these questions. Basically, I will be taking questions from your previous year paper, so you will have the best practice possible. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any important notifications of the classes that will happen. Next is your verbal ability foundation section, okay. So in verbal ability, you will be having reading comprehension, sentence correction, sentence completion, error identification, synonym, antonym, sentence paragraph rearrangement, fill in the blanks, preposition, article, tenses, conjunctions, okay. So we will again post videos related to all of that. Now guys, there are some other topics as well, but we have taken the syllabus in such a way that from last 2 to 3 years, whichever the questions from which topics have not came, we have removed that, because no need to waste your time on studying those topics, because the questions will not even come. So we will only focus on those topics on which the regular question is being asked and which are like scoring part, okay. Next is your TCS NQT advanced syllabus. So far we have seen the syllabus for your foundation skills. Now let's see the syllabus for your advanced syllabus or advanced section. So in advanced section you will have your aptitude first of all, as we have seen, right? The first part was aptitude, and then we will have your this one, interview round, not interview, yeah, coding round. So this is your topics for your aptitude section. Okay, you can see all of them. Then we will have your reasoning advanced section. Okay, so these are the topics which you need to study from advanced reasoning perspective. And then you will have coding part. Okay, so for coding part, this is like the basic general syllabus, but I would say this is not only it. Apart from your this, if you whatever you have studied in your 4 years of graduation, anything can be asked, and you should be clear about these concepts of DSA and all. So you should do a quick revision, and I will be posting coding videos also from the questions which are asked in the previous years, so don't worry about that. Next is your some tips and tricks about TCS NQT, because it is very important, as I told, because otherwise if you are well prepared also, and movement problems can happen, because of which you might feel that okay, if I was aware about all these things previously, I would have taken care of all this. Okay, let's see what are those tips. First is your level of difficulty will be moderate. Okay, it will be not too easy and not very hard also. Time management was a major issue for most of the students previously. Many students were not aware that they can switch between the sections for foundation sections, hence wasted time. I already told you about this one, right? So you should first jump to the section you are strong at and then solve questions from the other sections. Don't waste more time on a single question. First solve all the questions, and then if time permits, you can visit time consuming questions. Initially 2 minutes are provided to read the instructions. Kindly read the exam instructions very properly and make use of those 2 minutes in the starting. Let's see the next tips. The majority of the questions asked in the advanced quant and advanced reasoning sections were fill up the box or fill in the blanks type of questions, and there are no options given for such questions, and directly you have to enter the correct answer in the box. So you can understand what is the level of the exam. Like, you will not be having MCQs. Whatever answer you find out, that has to be correct, otherwise you will not get the marks for that question. Next is the coding section has 2 questions. First was of medium level, which is 20 to 25 minutes are provided, and second question was of level 35 to 30 minutes, and both the questions are having the separate timer of their. You can select any one language to code between C, C++, Java and Python and Perl, and many students were facing compiler issues also. One of the biggest issue was that if you write a code and compile it and you find some errors, then you cannot edit that code. You need to reset the code and type it again, because you cannot even have the option to copy your previous code also. So these were some compiler issues that you should be aware of, because otherwise if your entire code is written and then because of some compiler issue it is gone, then you should be aware of all these things. Next is for the first coding question, sample input and sample output was provided, but along with the 2 open and 5 private test cases. But for the second coding question, only the problem statement was given. No sample input, no sample output, and no open test cases were also visible. So these were some tips which you should know that has happened in the last NQT exam. Now I want to tell you that I'm going to start TCS NQT preparation series on my channel, and I'm going to post videos related to aptitude, reasoning, verbal and coding questions, because that covers the majority part. We are not discussing much about the interview part right now, because interview will be something which you will be having after completing your this online assessments. So I will be telling you about I will be posting videos related to interview preparation also. Already there is a complete playlist on TCS NQT interview preparation on my channel, but I will be posting new videos, but only after your assessments are done. So that's all for this video. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. You can join me on Telegram and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Also, let me know in the comment section what are your views. Do you even want the preparation material or not? If you want it, please write yes in the comment section, so that I know that how many of you are willing to learn. So that's all for this video, and thanks for watching the video.